Hi everyone, welcome back once again. Alright, so in this video we are going to learn how we can input something from the keyboard as well as output something to our screen or monitor. So we won't waste much time here. It's very simple, and I'm sure you saw some demo in our previous videos, how we output and also input as well. So if you are new to this channel, please do a favor by subscribing, liking, sharing the video, and also leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the video. Right, so let's just kick into it. So we have those, since we have already included our IO stream here, which is for input and output stream. Then we have every right to input from the keyboard. There are other ways we can input into the program, but we are going to tackle input from the keyboard at this time, and also outputting to the screen. But we can actually also be able to output into a file as well as input from a file, but we are not going there right now. Like, move in a bit and a bit. So we will first look at output, how we can output something onto our monitor or screen. Alright, so we have keyword cout. Alright, so this is cout. In Python I think it's print, and then Java you be system.out.println. Like every language has its own syntax for outputting. So C++ is cout, right? So you do your cout, then you bring an angle tag, two less than signs like this, then into a double quotation mark you type whatever you want to output. That is outputting for string. All right, doing string outputs, so anything that I'm going to type in between the double quotation mark is going to be displayed. All right, so let's see, this is our first C++ output. Sorry, this is our first C++ output, right? So I'm gonna go on and then run this program, and we should be able to see this is our first C++ program on our console. Oh, sorry, I didn't bring the column. Remember, I told you in the previous video that every statement in C++ must be terminated with a colon. Alright, so don't forget to bring the column anytime you are done with the statements. Alright, so we could see over here, this is our first C++ output. Alright, so we can as well output a variable. Alright, you can output a variable. So let's define an integer variable over here, h. Alright, then let's initialize this to, let's say, 21. Alright, so we can output this by doing a C++ and double less than signs. So in this case we are not going to use a double quotation mark. Notice that the double quotation mark is for strings only. Okay, so maybe I want to add some text before I do the actual thing, so for that one I need a double quotation mark. So let's see, then remember I left a space over here. You let me remove that space so that we see what happened when you run our program. I am, then another double less than signs, then I bring the variable. Alright, bring the variable, another less than signs, I bring a double quotes. Alright, so we are done. I'll just terminate it. So you could see cout, I am, then we have our variable age over here, and then we have old over here. And note that the I am and then the old are in double quotation marks, which is telling us they are strings, and then they are going to appear as we've typed them. So let's build and run this program and see what happens. Alright, so you could see I am 21 old, like, yeah. So you can see from here there is no space between the and the 21 and the 21 and the old as well. So to get rid of that, right after the we are going to leave a space. All right, and then right before the O2 we have to leave a space. Remember, space is also a character. Let me say, space also has a memory in computing. All right, space also has a memory. So when we build, let me add yes right here. So when we build and run this again, we should get the correct thing. So let's build and run over here and see what happens. So you can see I am 21 years old. So we have the spacing and the right thing we wanted, right? So we can as well see out multiple things on a single line, and maybe we would, okay, so this is a demonstration of that. But let's say we are seeing out multiples on a single line, but we want them to go on a different line, like each should be on a different line. So we can do, let's say, see out my name is Aaron. Right, so my name is Aaron, and I want to, let's say, add my age on this same single line as I am writing the code, but then I want the output to be on a different line. So if you remember, we learned about an end line in the previous video. So I'll just do the end line ENDL. Alright, then bring another double less than signs. Then I could add any other statement which will go to the next line in our execution. Alright, so let me do, and I am 21 years old. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and run this program. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we can see my name is Aaron and I am 21 years old. Although we wrote both of them on a single line in our code, but then when you run, it, you can see we have them on different lines. Alright, so that's how that one works. So this is how we use the cout, that is outputting something on the screen. So let's go ahead and look at how you will be inputting from the keyboard. Okay, so they are objects of this library. Yeah, they are objects of the IOStream library. Alright, so let's try and then see how we will be able to be using our scene. Alright, that is inputting from the keyboard. So I'm gonna go ahead and define a variable age. I will not initialize this because we will pick the age from our keyboard when we run our program. So I'm gonna do a cout over here. How old the fuck is this? How old are you? So we have this statement. How old are you? Right. Let me just end it. So we have this cout statement. How old are you? So for the scene, what we do is you just type a scene. As this one is cout, we do a scene. That's also an object of the IOStream. Then we do a double greater than signs. Remember, for the cout we do a double less than signs, but for here we will do a double greater than signs. Alright, so what we're going to do is you will just add the variable you want to take the input, from. So in this case we have the age. Alright, so let's go ahead and run this program and see what happens. So you can see the string how old are you, and I'll type 21. Oh, sorry, I had to C out over here again, so that you can see what happens. Okay, let's see. You are age. I'll bring another listing. Yes. Old. Alright, so let's go ahead and see out. Let's see what happens. Okay, so how old are you as a 21? And you can see you are 21 years old over here. Alright, so that's how we are able to do C in, how we are able to input something from our keyboard. We can also do it for all the other variable types, boolean and then floating point and all the other rest. So this is the format. Know that C out uses double less than signs and then C in uses double greater than signs. Right? So this is what we have for you in this video. Stay tuned for more. See you in the next video. Bye bye.